Hey everyone, and welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're embarking on a super fascinating journey to figure out how we can actually help kids build genuine, lasting inner strength. We're going to be looking at this absolutely brilliant, interactive mindfulness exercise. It's called the Focus Mountain, and it was put together by psychologists Dr. Willard and Dr. Mitch Abblett. Through this really simple metaphorical climb, we're going to see exactly how kids can train their minds to be as steady and, well, unshakable as a mountain.
But hey, before we start our ascent, do make sure you hit that subscribe button. We release new, structured explainers all the time to help you master complex topics quickly and effectively. And trust me, you definitely don't want to miss what we've got coming up next.
So, let me ask you a question. How in the world can a simple pencil build inner strength? I mean, it sounds almost too good to be true, right? In a world that is just totally filled with endless digital distractions, finding a way to anchor a child's attention, well, it can honestly feel impossible. But as you'll see today, sometimes the absolutely most profound psychological tools are actually the simplest physical ones.
Section 1. Base Camp. The setup. Okay, let's dive right into this.
To really get the Focus Mountain, we first need to understand the framework it belongs to. In modern times, our minds are just constantly wandering, right? And children are especially vulnerable to this massive sensory overload. We need really tangible, hands-on mindfulness tools to bring their attention right back to the present moment. Now, the Focus Mountain is part of what the authors call earth practices. These are mindfulness exercises drawn from ancient wisdom designed specifically to build inner strength, focus, and confidence. The core idea here is that these natural qualities, being strong and grounded, they're actually already inside every child. Earth practices simply give them the tools to dig out that natural mindfulness. It helps them learn to accept and explore the moment using their body and senses, all without letting those big, overwhelming feelings just take over.
Now, what's really interesting about the equipment list for our little climb is that it's incredibly minimal. You need at least one pencil. You need the printed Focus Mountain worksheet, which is essentially just an outline of a mountain dotted with numbers from the base all the way up to the summit and back down again. And finally, and definitely most importantly, you need a mountain of focus. That last ingredient, that's what makes this whole game truly work.
Section 2. Gearing up for the climb.
So we've got our equipment, but before a child ever even touches that pencil to the paper, they have to physically prepare their body. This preparatory step is absolutely crucial. We don't just start drawing, we start by breathing. We ask the child to take a slow, really deep breath right down into their belly. We want them to actually feel what it's like in their body as the air comes in. They should feel their belly push out, and then gently feel the air leave as they breathe out. This belly breathing, it acts like a physical anchor, really settling their energy before the mental work even begins.
Section 3. The step-by-step ascent.
Okay, now that our breathing is anchored, it's time for the physical act of tracing to meet the mental act of concentration. This is the core mechanic of the Focus Mountain. The child puts their pencil on dot number 1 at the very bottom of the mountain, and they breathe in slowly and deeply. Then, keeping their focus firmly on their breathing, they draw a line up the slope to dot number 2, exhaling slowly as they go. They stop exactly on that dot and breathe in again. On the very next breath out, they move to dot number 3. It's this continuous, deliberate synchronization of the pencil's movement with the natural rhythm of their lungs.
So, the crucial point is this. This is not a race. If kids are playing this together, their natural instinct is to see who can finish the mountain first. But the real challenge is to see if you can stop from racing and actually make focus the entire point of the game. They are drawing the slope one full, deliberate breath at a time. It completely forces a slowdown of their usual kind of frantic pace.
Section 4. Regaining your footing.
Of course, as we all know, climbing a mountain is never perfectly smooth. So what happens when a child loses focus? Because let's be real, they absolutely will. A sudden noise in the room is going to distract them, they'll start thinking about lunch, or they'll just lose track of their breath while holding the pencil. As parents and educators, how we frame this moment of quote-unquote failure is literally everything. The answer is no big deal. Seriously, it is totally fine. Mindfulness isn't about perfect, unbroken concentration. It's just about noticing when you've drifted off and gently bringing yourself back.
Comparing the natural instinct with the mindful approach here perfectly captures the learning opportunity. Look, the natural instinct when a child messes up is to get fed up, get super frustrated, and want to just scribble all over the page or start completely over from the bottom. But the mindful approach, it asks them to simply back up one single dot.
Think of it like real mountain climbers. They need to make absolutely sure their feet are solid before moving up again, right? So the child puts their pencil back on the previous dot, breathes into that feeling of being upset, gets their focus back, and just keeps going. This teaches absolutely incredible emotional regulation.
Section 5. Strong as a mountain. By navigating those little distractions and maintaining their breath, the child eventually reaches the summit and completes the descent. And this brilliantly illustrates how we can make the practice even more powerful. To make it a bit more fun and impactful, you can actually add a mantra. As the child pauses on a dot, they breathe in and silently say still. As they move their pencil to the next dot, they breathe out and say solid.
By pairing their breath with this physical tracing and this mental mantra, they aren't just doing a boring worksheet anymore. They are literally embodying the mountain. They get to actually feel what it is like to be as solid, still, and unshakable as Mount Everest, right there at their desk. It's a really profound way to translate an abstract concept like focus into a genuine, physical feeling of inner strength.
So, we started off by asking how a simple pencil could build inner strength, and we've seen exactly how the Focus Mountain achieves that. By anchoring the breath to a physical action, we can totally tame the wandering mind. Which leaves us with one final thought to ponder today. What everyday object will you use next to anchor a child's wandering mind? The opportunities for mindfulness are literally all around us, just waiting to be discovered.
If you found this explainer helpful and want to discover more fascinating, structured breakdowns of insightful sources just like this one, please make sure to subscribe to the channel for regular updates. Thanks so much for climbing with us today, and we will definitely see you in the next explainer.